So in 2024, this group called Nectar came out with a report called The Taste of the Industry about plant-based products. They asked people to rate 5 different animal products in terms of how much they liked eating them on a scale of 1 to 7, 7 being like very much, 1 being dislike very much. Participants also gave the same ratings to a bunch of plant-based equivalents in those same 5 categories, and the researchers highlighted the scores for the plant-based leaders in each of those categories. In most categories, the animal products still were outperforming the plant products in terms of taste. But for chicken nuggets, the average plant-based product was actually more well-liked than the average animal product. When we look at the leading plant-based chicken nugget, there's an even wider gap in favour of the plant-based product over the animal product. The 2024 report identified 8 products which were within 1 point of liking of the animal product and were rated at least somewhat tasty. So these were 8 products which were almost as good as animal products. It was bad news for producers of animal chicken nuggets, with several plant-based brands now being rated as more tasty than animal chicken nuggets. Well, the news for the meat industry went from bad to worse with the release of Nectar's 2025 report. In this report, they used a higher standard, only selecting products which 50% of people or more said were as good as or better than the animal-based equivalent. They found no fewer than 20 plant-based products that matched this criteria. That is not good news for the meat industry. There's a couple of brands that we recognise here in the UK, Vivera, Beyond Meat, but I have to say, a clean sweep for Impossible. Impossible had 6 different products which were rated as good or better than the animal product equivalent. This is important, as this graph shows, taste is the #1 driver of food choice amongst most national samples. And as this graph shows, taste is also given as the #1 reason why people have reduced their plant-based meat consumption if they said that they had. The second most common reason was price, which also happens to be the second highest driver of food choice overall. And there's more bad news for the meat industry there. Until recently, there was a large price premium on most plant-based products, but that price difference is being eroded, and in many cases, plant-based products are now cheaper than the animal product equivalents. In this comparison of plant-based and animal products in supermarkets in Europe, a basket made up of plant-based products was almost €10 cheaper. This is all horrible news for the meat industry. In the long run, ethics and the environment aside, people are not going to pay more for worse food. And that is what the meat industry is increasingly asking people to do. Follow me for more research on all things plant-based.